Innovator today is Catie's Closet on the Anything Goes track sponsored by Boston Open Impact. Mickey Cockrell, Executive Director and co-founder of Catie's Closet, brings extensive retail experience to her work. Mickey spent over 30 years developing retail programs, most recently as a vice president at Kohl's department store. Mickey?
Thank you. Catie's Closet was named for my niece, who attended schools in Lowell and witnessed firsthand the challenges that students living in poverty faced. As she told us, all these kids want is a chance to succeed in school like everyone else. Catie passed away in 2010, but her legacy lives on in the work we do at Catie's Closet. We collect new and gently used clothing for students living in poverty. And we do this because the effects of poverty can be crippling for children. Ben lives in a car with his dad. He shows up for school 2 hours early so that he might clean up for the day and be able to face his peers. Sarah is 7. She came to school with no shoes and no warm clothing in winter and spent the better part of her first 2 weeks hiding in a janitor's closet. There are thousands of Ben and Sarahs who don't bother to come to school. They're embarrassed, they don't fit in, and they're often the target of bullying. The problem is overwhelming. Over 300,000 students in Massachusetts are from low-income families. 424 of our schools have over 70% of the population from low-income families, and there are over 20 million students across the nation. We know that students from low-income families underperform against their peers. On average, 4th graders are 3 years behind. 12th graders are 4 years behind and miss an average of 50 days of school each calendar year. Lack of clothing and basic necessities is cited as one of the top reasons for absenteeism. And absenteeism is the leading cause of dropouts. Last year, nearly 6,000 students dropped out in Massachusetts. And each one of those dropouts is estimated to cost taxpayers $292,000 in lost revenue over their lifetime. So that $5,700 you see up there is worth $1.7 billion. Clothing is the most visible sign of poverty, and children are the most sensitive about the way they look. Research shows that poor children are especially sensitive about looking different from their peers. They just don't want to. But when children do have what they need, they feel confident, they feel valued in an environment that is most important to them. That's all they know as vulnerable children is school. And now they're more prepared to focus on their education, and access to other social services become more rewarding. Catie's Closet offers a solution. We build free in-school stores. We convert unused space into your favorite clothing store, filled with branded items. So students living in poverty can get what they want, where they are, right away. We do this by collecting new and gently used clothing in a central distribution center. This is called a hub. We have over 200 volunteers who help collect, sort, and distribute clothing into the schools. One hub is designed to serve 50 schools or 50,000 students. Imagine then, a student is identified as in need walking in the door. In minutes, passes through Catie's Closet, is outfitted from head to toe, and lands in their classroom ready to focus on their education, feeling like they fit in with their peers, with only one mission in mind, going to school. We're in 25 schools right now, helping nearly 13,000 students. But by the end of this year, 16,000 students will have access to Catie's Closet. And we are in pre-K through 12th grade. Elementary, middle, and high school is served by Catie's Closet. But as I stated earlier, we have over 300,000 students who need us, and we're prepared to solve that. With an investment of $1.25 million over 2.5 years, we will finish the infrastructure of our current Lowell hub, open another hub in Boston, and set the tone for 2 more in Springfield and New Bedford. Once these 4 hubs are completed, we will meet the need of 75% of the students in the state. But that's not all. Our model is scalable nationally. And the dots you see on that map are the 7 states that have called us already, asking us to teach them how to run a Catie's Closet in their community. So over the next 2 years, we will be building an affiliate program to teach them how to do that. Our model is it creates value. Because we get free space in schools, because we get donated goods from businesses in the local community, and the fact that we have over 200 volunteers, just $7 equates and supports one student's unlimited access to Catie's Closet through their school year. But the best part of what we do is the transformation of the students. Ben is doing great. He's now a secret ambassador. He walks the hallways and he looks for students in need and gives them a nod and says, I know who can help you. I know where you can go. We can take care of this. And Sarah, who used to be withdrawn, is the first to raise her hand. She's a class leader now. And in Lowell High School, where we're helping 1,700 students every day, 1,700 students access our closet, the administrator said that children show up in our classroom and hallways solely because of Catie's Closet. So let's get the job done. I invite you to join us in ensuring that every child has a great chance at an education.